I'm joined now by Cameron Leroy, a sophomore at Appalachia High School. Cameron, thank you so much for taking the time to join us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I know you were actually in a classroom close to the hallway where the shooting happened. You were taught by one of the teachers who was killed. How are you doing this morning? What have the last 24 hours been like?
Honestly, when it first had happened and I was safe at home after the whole situation occurred, I was still in a state of shock. So it didn't really settle in and hit me until later last night. I noticed that the people that were killed and the people that were wounded, I could possibly never see again, especially my geometry teacher, Mr. Aspinwall. He's a really nice person, and may he rest in peace.
What else should we know about Mr. Aspinwall?
He was a football coach. He had 2 kids and a wife, and his wife was pregnant. And it's just really sad to see him go. And he was taken from us way too early.
Did you know any of the 2 students, Christian and Mason, at all?
I do not know any of them, but my prayers go out to their families.
Absolutely. I know you heard those gunshots. When you heard them, what went through your mind at first? Did you know what was happening, or did you think it was possibly some other noise?
Some other noise, honestly. But then when it wouldn't stop, I started getting concerned. And when my teacher looked out the window towards getting in the corner, I kind of knew that it was the shooting. So from there, I was just praying to God to keep me safe and all my friends. I was just praying that I made it out of there alive. And I know that some people did not.
In that moment, what did you and the other students do inside that classroom? What did your teacher do in response?
So my teacher, he told us to get in the corner and get down and stay quiet. And then he locked the doors, turned the lights off, and put the big black board. It's like a smart board that you it's a touch screen. He put that in front of the board because it's the heaviest thing in the classroom. Just as an extra layer of protection, because we don't have a closet of some sort in that room. So that's really what we did. And then we stayed quiet. And we were in that room for 30 minutes until they evacuated us. And we continued to hear screaming from the police. And really just it was this very haunting moment for everyone.
What was the moment like when you were finally able to reunite with your family?
Honestly, I was just glad that I wasn't one of the 4 killed, and I'm glad I wasn't one of the 9 wounded. And I'm sure my mom was really happy to know that I was safe and I was okay.
No doubt she was relieved to see that you were okay. The suspect, the young gunman, only 14 years old. Do you know him at all? Do you know anything about him?
I do not know anything about him or who he is. I've never heard of him from the school, at the school. All I'm saying is that what he did was the same.
You know, my generation, we grew up with fire drills. Your generation has grown up with active shooter drills in school. When you went through that training, did you ever actually think that you would have to put it to use in real life?
Never. No, never, ever. And then when it happened, we were prepared, but it's just nothing you're going to expect from a normal day of school. You think you're going to go to school for 7 hours, learn, come home to your family. Some people didn't even make it out of that school, and it's just really sad.
Cameron, we're glad that you are okay. We are thinking of your entire community right now. Thank you so much for taking a few moments to join us this morning.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.